Obviously, the music I felt was a real standout, and I thought the piece worked really hard to match the energy and the intent of the music with performance that was playing out at different rhythm and pace than the music, but it was blended quite well because of the editing. I thought it was well constructed in terms of the set pieces and obviously the central performance of the lead. I thought she was quite dynamic. Obviously, was able to encompass a level of sexual energy that I thought was quite strong without having the piece be exploitative, which I thought was important to the intent of the narrative. And I felt like the piece worked well, especially for the short amount of time, with a lot of striking images around the water and the ice, a lot of good interplays between light and dark. And I thought the piece sort of had a strong sense of a visual construct that translated well to the piece.
It's beautiful imagery of this woman who was the primary figure in this piece. I feel like I'm watching intimate moments of her. It feels like this piece is all about the senses. There's so moments where I see her tasting, I see her feeling, I see her touching. Um, and so it gave me this idea of, is this an ode to the senses in a way, um, or some sort of sensory exploration that we're making into an artistic representation of all of these senses.
Uncomfortable, yet it's very like boho chic. We've got this rundown location. There's pieces of foam on the ground. Um, Yet we have this lady and her silk slip, and she's um, playing with rope, which makes me kind of think about this cross between life and death as she has it kind of bounded and keeping her trapped from things. She has this block of ice, which is how she can get hydration, and she's having this your sensory overload, so to speak, comes into fruition here. As she's putting this ice on her body, you can kind of, in a sense, feel that. She's eating, and what she is eating is kind of bringing this primal, like, I just ripped your heart out and I'm eating it, kind of cannibalistic sort of vibe here. So it does kind of have this sense of elegance, but shifts into this um, way to kind of explore horror a little bit as well. I loved just having her be the sole focus. Everything that you're doing, everything she's doing, you're paying attention to. And I feel like it really does kind of connect with your sensory.
She's very clearly unhinged, and so we see her in all these different situations, sort of letting her intrusive thoughts win, is what it felt like to me. Fishing in a fish tank, destroying a pomegranate in her hands. There was some moments that felt very sensual in some ways, but also in a very eccentric, sort of crazed way as well. I thought she did a great job with this character, the actress. It almost felt like a dance in some ways, very artistic, very abstract. A lot of these scenes are. And it has us as an audience asking a lot of questions, which is cool in any film. You want the audience asking questions and really thinking when they're watching a film, and this film really does that well.
There's some coarse tone notes in the music. The woman is alone, and you can deduce that from the title, this woman is coming from perhaps a very difficult relationship and finding herself alone. Perhaps the pomegranate has so much in symbolism. This here, it could mean independence, freedom to express herself. Those are just two of the pieces that the pomegranate can symbolize. I liked her styling, very different. And the jewelry might have been a feature of this film, as we see her long necklace and how it's worn in reverse. And a long earring is also put at the forefront at times.
I like how experimental and different the shot is. This is enhanced by the music, most of all. Its pace and tone links with the actor's movements and behaviorisms, almost as if the music and actions are expressing what she's thinking.
This kind of breaking free, like she's chained, and then she just breaks free at some point. But then after that, there is this kind of quick shots here and there that make you think like she's falling into old bad habits again, all tied up with the choreography, the dancing, and the music. I think it was absolutely brilliant, and the direction here is very powerful with the cinematography. Really gives you feelings, emotion, really makes you feel like you're there in the movie.
Really enjoyed the rapid editing, revealing so many intriguing images. The director has an incredible eye, capturing the lead in such a sensual way. The lighting is gorgeous, too, notably the soft shots of the lead's back as it bends and arches. I also love the eerie, restless, repetitive movements of the lead, like pulling at her wardrobe, grabbing ice, snow, and food in a desperate, passionate way. I like the use of a wide variety of props for effect, such as the round fishbowl and the dangling pendant in the water. The pulsing, scary soundtrack was also so effective in this daring, provocative short.